All right, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're literally strapping in for an epic, microscopic adventure. We are doing a complete body kingdom breakdown, setting the stage for a dramatic, really high-stakes clash taking place somewhere you might not expect, right inside the body of a little boy named Baby Ion. This isn't just a story, it's a completely fascinating look at the biological chain reactions caused by the food we eat and how they can transform into a massive internal emergency. So get ready, because the battle lines are officially drawn.
Okay, let's dive right into this. The entire crisis begins with what looks like a totally normal scene outside the body. Baby Ion is just sitting on the sofa, watching cartoons. His mama asks him to eat his regular food first, but Ion pushes back. He asks for just one packet of chips and a cola. It sounds like such a simple, innocent request, right? But as we're about to see, that crunch and slurp actually trigger an absolute red alert emergency for the workers living inside him.
Section 1. Welcome to Body Kingdom. Meet the specialists. Right at the front lines, we've got Captain Petu. He's the chief of the stomach. And right now, well, his control room is just flashing with red alarm lights. Why? Because to him, this isn't just a quick snack. It's basically a terrifying, oily meteor strike. Captain Petu immediately hits the panic button, screaming for the digestive soldiers to take their positions because dangerous, oily chips are plummeting right toward them.
And if we move up to the gateway of the mouth, we meet Toothy Mion. He's the guardian of the teeth, or as he calls it, his white palace. And man, Toothy Mion is already in deep despair. He's exhausted, still recovering from a chocolate attack that happened just yesterday. To make matters worse, Ian hasn't been brushing properly, meaning the defensive tooth shield is already cracked and incredibly vulnerable to what's coming next.
Moving to Section 2, the junk food invasion. Defenses breached.
Crashing into the stomach like a massive meteor is our main villain of the hour, Junkzilla Chips. With an evil laugh, this guy proudly proclaims himself the king of oil and salt. I mean, he's a total oily, salty menace, bringing absolute chaos and threatening to completely overwhelm the natural balance of Captain Petu's domain.
But listen, Junkzilla didn't come alone, did he? He's backed up by the Cola Monster, who kicks off this brutal three-step biological chain reaction. Step 1, fizz power is activated, causing violent bubbles to just explode. Step 2, this creates a raging acid storm right inside the stomach, leaving Captain Petu burning and totally overwhelmed. And finally, Step 3, the sheer effort to process this toxic combination causes the hardworking digestive workers to lose all their energy. They become sluggish, sleepy, and completely lazy. Even the burger bomb chimes in, mocking them and claiming that healthy food is just boring.
So, if we map out this whole crisis on a timeline, the speed of the breakdown is actually staggering. Minute 1, up in the mouth. The Candy Queen unleashes her tiny green cavity monsters, the sugar bugs, who immediately start attacking Toothy Mion's cracked white palace. Minute 2, the Cola Monster's acid storm floods the stomach, completely paralyzing the digestive forces. Minute 3, because the stomach can't extract any real nutrition from this junk, the crisis shoots straight up to the top, causing a massive drop in brain energy and focus.
Which brings us to Section 3, Heart and Brain Emergency Crisis Spreads Upward.
Now, check out how this internal chaos actually connects to the outside world. Up in Brain Headquarters, Professor Demoggy is watching his monitors just flash red with warnings. Energy low, focus low. Because of the lack of real nutrients, Professor Demoggy notes that out in the real world, Ion is visibly becoming tired and highly irritated. So the internal battle is directly affecting his actual mood.
And at the exact same time, Sir Dilwale, that's the heart, is in a totally desperate struggle of his own. His job is pumping blood, right? But this junk food has caused a massive fat jam on the blood roads. Imagine a huge highway traffic jam, but it's made entirely of fat blobs blocking the way. Sir Dilwale is shouting for them to move aside so he can pump efficiently, but no luck. The roads are completely clogged.
So the situation is looking pretty dire. The teeth are cracking, the stomach is literally burning, the heart's highways are jammed with fat, and the brain has basically zero energy. It begs the ultimate question. With the entire body kingdom collapsing under the weight of oil, sugar, and fizz, who can possibly save them now?
Section 4, Healthy Heroes, Saving the Kingdom.
Okay, so the ultimate biological matchup is finally set, and this brilliantly illustrates the clash. On one side, we have the toxic junk food gang, Junkzilla Chips, the Candy Queen, the Cola Monster, and the Burger Bomb. But stepping up to face them is a brand new, highly powered squad, the Healthy Heroes.
Led by Broccoli Bye, the team features the dramatic entrance of Apple Hero, the stealthy Carrot Ninja, and the absolute powerhouse, Banana Boy.
Because, every hero needs a superpower, and these foods bring very specific biological weapons to the fight. Apple Hero flips in and drops a massive fiber blast. Carrot Ninja strikes with a super precise vitamin kick, and Banana Boy just floods the system with pure, unadulterated energy power. These aren't just empty calories we're talking about. These are the essential building blocks the body desperately needs to fight back.
All of this builds into a huge counterattack, and the tide instantly turns. Apple Hero's Fiber Blast acts kind of like a broom, right? Sweeping through the stomach and cleaning out Junkzilla's oily mess. Up in the mouth, the vitamins and nutrients cause the Candy Queen's sugar bugs to completely melt away, which allows Toothy Mayon's white palace to rebuild and grow strong once again. Captain Petu is officially saved.
Let's hit Section 5, the ultimate superhero lesson, real-world victory.
Meanwhile, back out on the sofa, Ian realizes his mistake. He apologizes to his mama and agrees to this massive dietary shift. He totally upgrades to the superhero menu. He ditches the chips and cola and instead eats a banana, drinks his milk, has some roti, and snacks on fresh fruits. Every single bite he takes is basically like sending fresh reinforcements straight to his internal army.
And let me tell you, the results inside the Body Kingdom are immediate and absolutely worth celebrating. Captain Petu reports a perfectly successful digestion. Toothy Mion's teeth are shining bright. Professor Demoggy confirms that brain power is back to a full 100% charge. And best of all, that fat jam is cleared, meaning Sir Dilwale gets to celebrate with a joyous, healthy, lub-dub dance as the heart pumps perfectly.
So the really crucial point here is exactly what Ian's mama and the narrator emphasize at the very end of our source material. This isn't about, completely banning fun snacks forever. Fast food is perfectly fine to have sometimes, as a rare treat. But healthy food is necessary every single day if you want to keep your internal workers alive, energized, and ready to protect you.
Which leaves us with one final, incredibly important thought to reflect on. You have an entire kingdom of microscopic workers inside you, and they're completely relying on the choices you make. So, will you eat healthy every day and choose to become the ultimate superhero for your very own body kingdom? Remember, the power is entirely on your plate.